Is it audible, Rajkishore? Hello, Rajkishore.
Oh,
Is it audible?
yes, sir.
So today's session, it is regarding unconditional branching statements in Python programming language. So last session we discussed up to the continue keyword, right? So continue type of statement. So we discussed about break statement and also continue statement in the previous session. In today's session, we will discuss about pass. So pass is what? It comes into the category of what? Unconditional branching statement. So when you write, when you specify pass statement, so what it does, we will discuss in the today's session. Okay. Are you able to see the notepad editor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once we finish the topic of this particular unconditional branching statements, so we will move towards nested loops. Nested loops concept. So after completing the nested loops concept, so we will look into input output statements. Is it okay for you people? Hello, Raj Kishore.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Arun, please mute yourself. Okay. So let us discuss about the third type. Third type under unconditional branching statement. So what's the third type, guys? Pass. Pass keyword has to be used. Pass keyword. So what is pass in Python programming language? It is an unconditional branching statement. Okay. So we don't have a go-to statement in Python programming language. We don't have go-to. Go-to keyword is not available. Like how we have seen in go-to, like how we have seen in C programming language regarding go-to. So that kind of go-to keyword is not available in Python programming language. It is there in C++, it is there in Java programming language, but not in Python programming language. So we are having pass keyword here. So what's the use of this particular pass? Pass. So when you write pass statement, as part of the logic, what happens internally? So it does nothing. What it does when pass statement is executed, what happens internally? Nothing will be happen. Nothing will be happen. Nothing happens when the pass is executed. So it results in no operation. Is it clear, guys? So when pass statement is executed, what happens? Nothing will happen. No operation is performed. So nothing will be done. So nothing happens with when pass statement is executed. Please remember, guys. So when in Python programming language, when pass statement is executed, what happens? Nothing will be happening. Results in no operation. So in Python programming language, the pass statement is what? It's a null statement. So if you observe the difference between the comment and the pass statement, so when comment is considered, So does comment will be considered by the translator of the programming language, guys? Please respond.
No, sir.
So translator will not consider comment of the program. So comments will be ignored by the translators, whether it is compiler or interpreter or assembler. So if it is a translator simply ignores what? Comments. But what about pass statement? Is it going to ignore the pass statement? No, it won't ignore the pass statement. Then what happens with pass? Nothing will be happening. Are you understanding the differences between the pass statement and the comment in Python programming language, guys? So when it is comment, comments will be ignored. Comments will be ignored, not the pass statement. Pass statement will not be ignored. It will be executed. But what happens with the execution of pass statement means nothing will be happen. So that's the result of what? Pass. Let us consider an example. Okay. So for X in 0, 1, 2, 3. So what is this one? Can anyone respond? Tuple. Tuple.
List.
It is representing a list, guys. So how tuple is represented?
Normal brackets.
So circular braces. Within the circular braces, we will be specifying the elements. So 1, 2, 3. So this one represents tuple, not this one. So this is representing what?
List.
It is representing a list object. Okay. So here I'm mentioning the loop variable. So for loop. So here we are writing what? For loop, guys. So for keyword should be used. So it's an loop variable. In keyword should be used. After in keyword, a sequence object has to be specified. Sequence has to be specified. So here I'm specifying the sequence in the form of what? A list object. List having how many number of items?
3.
3 number of items. So when the sequence is having 3 number of items, so for how many times the logic is going to be executed? So last session, so previous sessions, we discussed about for loop, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
sequence is having n number of items, then for each item, the logic is going to be executed for once. So n items are there means n number of times the logic is going to be executed. So see the sequence here. So this particular list, so is a sequence which is having 3 number of elements. So for how many number of times the logic is going to be executed?
3 times.
3 number of times. So when the loop is executed for the first time, so what happens here? The first element of the list is what? 0, which is assigned to X variable. Now, X contains what? Hello,
List.
what does X consist of? When the loop is getting executed for the first time, so what is X
0.
assigned with? 0. Okay, so for 0, it is executing the logic. So what we are executing? Pass statement. So what happens with pass? Nothing will be happening. So does it be ignored by the interpreter of the programming language? No, it won't be ignored, but it will be executed. So what happens with that execution? Nothing will be happening. So it results in no operation. So when pass statement is executed, what's the result? Do you get any kind of result there?
No, sir.
No.
Nothing will be displayed. Nothing will be happen. So it is a null statement. Pass is a null statement. So when it is a comment will be ignored by the translator. So interpreter is a translator or not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Translate.
So
Yes,
Python
sir.
is what? Interpreter based programming language or not? So
Yes, sir.
our interpreter, our Python interpreter is going to ignore the comment. But when it is pass statement, is it going to ignore the statement? No, pass is not ignored. It considers the pass statement. But what happens? What's the result with the execution of the pass statement? Nothing will be happen. Nothing happens with the pass statement. So it results in no operation. Now, so when X value is 0, so for X equal to 0 data item, so pass statement is executed. So what is the result? Nothing will be done. Then goes for the next item available in the sequence. So what's the next item? 1. 1 is the next item. So this 1 will be assigned to X variable and then executes the logic. So what happens with pass? Nothing will be happened. Results in no operation. Then goes for the next item available in the sequence. What's the next item? 2. So 2 will be assigned to X variable and it executes the pass statement. So what's the result, guys? Are we going to see any kind of output over the shell window?
No.
So when we execute this particular program in the IDE, what's the result? Can we see any kind of input or output over the shell window? Is it going to accept any kind of inputs here?
No, sir.
No. What about outputs? Are we seeing any kind of outputs over the IDE?
No,
No, sir.
No, sir. No
So nothing will be happened with the pass statement. So when pass statement is executed, nothing will be happened. So pass statement will not be ignored by the translator, that means by the interpreter of the Python programming language. It considers the pass statement. But what's the result with the execution of pass statement? Nothing will be happened. So nothing will be happened. So we will see the logic for this. Sorry, we will see an example in IDE. So copy this code and run the program in the IDE. Are you seeing the title window? Hello. Hello. Are you seeing the title window? Is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So save the program, guys. Save the program into the required path. So here I'm saving into the desktop folder. Desktop Python folder in Python CSCB folder is available. Here I'm saving. It is an example for what?
Pass.
Pass. Pass example 1 dot py. Save the code and run the program. The result? Are we going to see any kind of output over the shell window? Please respond. Are we going to
Nothing.
see any kind of output over the shell window?
No, sir.
So run the program. See here, it has executed what? Pass example 1 dot py. So what's the result? Are we getting any kind of output here?
No, sir.
So nothing will be done. So when pass statement is executed, nothing happens internally. Okay. So if it is your requirement, so if you want to do nothing, so while executing a particular statement means you can go with the concept of what? Pass. You can simply mention the statement as pass. When statement called as pass is executed by the interpreter of the Python programming language, what it does? It does nothing. It does nothing. It is a null statement. So when pass statement is executed, nothing will be happen. So nothing will be the result. So you can't see any kind of output, or you can't see any kind of inputs taking with the help of the pass statement. Nothing will be happen with what? The pass statement. It does nothing. It does nothing. Okay. So this is the example 1. Example 1 for the pass. Then let us see the second example for the pass statement. Okay. So are you seeing the notepad right here?
Yes.
So here I have taken two variables, guys. A is assigned with 320, B is assigned with 200. Now I am writing a simple if statement. So giving a condition, if B is greater than A, what it has to do? What it has to do? Hello? Are you seeing the logic? Are you seeing the notepad editor?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you seeing the code? So here I have taken two variables, A and B respectively. So A is assigned with 320, B is assigned with 200. Then I have written a simple if statement. So if B is greater than A, so if this condition is satisfied, what I want to perform?
Pass.
Pass. So when pass is executed, what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing will be happen. Or else we can use else statement here. Okay, else I'm writing. So here I'm writing print. So within the print, I'm giving a message. Hi, CSC. Okay. So if B is greater than A, nothing should be happen. Else means what? If A is greater than B, what it has to display?
Hi, CS.
High CSC should be displayed. So instead of giving this kind of values, that means fixed values, I will try to read the values from the end user. Okay. So int of input, enter number. Okay. Enter number. Same thing I want to do with the B variable. Okay. So I want to copy this code and paste it here such that it reads what? A number from the end user. Okay. I'm copying this code into the IDE. Okay. Control C, copying this code into the IDE. Okay. So, are you seeing the code?
Yes.
Hello. So what I have done, I have read two variables from the end user. Sorry, two values from the end user. So first value read into A variable, second value read into the B variable. Those are non-decimal values. Because here we have used what? Integer typecasting function such that the string value will be converted into integer data type. If B value is greater than A, so it has to do nothing. It has to do nothing. So in order to execute such kind of logics, what we are doing, guys? So we people are using pass statement. So in order to do nothing, what we have to do so that such kind of requirement can be fulfilled with the help of which statement? Pass statement. So pass statement is written here. Then else keyword. So if A is greater than B, in such case, I have to print what? High CSC. So run the program, guys. So before running the program, save the code. So it's an example for pass. So pass example2 .py, save the code and run the program. Because of what reason it is leading to error, guys? Hello? Hello?
Extra
Hello?
type space.
Sorry?
Extra type space.
Because of that reason, it is leading to an error. Okay. So after modifying the code, save the logic, then go for execution, run the program. Invalid syntax. So why it is leading to an error?
Sir, after the typecasting function, you forgot to close the bracket again, sir.
Super. Bracket is missing. That's the reason. That's it. Save the logic, then run the program. Are you seeing the shell window?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what it is asking for? Hello. Can you please
Enter
respond?
a number.
Enter a number. It is asking for the inputs. I am giving 10. So this 10 value will be stored into which variable?
A.
A variable. Then I pressed enter. So it is asking for the input. So I have given 20 here. Now 20 is stored into
B variable.
B variable. Now what happens? See the logic, see the code. If 20 B is greater than A, what it has to do?
Pass.
Pass statement will be executed. When pass statement is executed, so is it going to do anything? Hello. What's the output, guys?
No.
What's the result? So
Nothing.
nothing will be shown. Okay. So see the output. Go to the Python shell and press enter. What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing has happened. So reason? Because it has executed pass statement. When pass statement is executed, nothing will be happened. Results in no operation. Nothing will be happened. Nothing will be happened. Now we will see with the another kind of output. Sorry, another kind of inputs. Let us consider. So if A value is greater than B, in such case, what happens? You run the program, guys. Run the program. Now what we have to do? Please respond.
Give inputs.
Give inputs. Okay. So what kind of inputs has to be provided?
First value greater.
First value should be greater than the second value. Okay. So 20 and 10 is given here. Now what happens? Else part is executed. So that's the reason high CSC is displayed over the user screen. So see the logic. So here we have written what? If B is greater than A, then in such case, pass statement has to be executed. When pass is executed, what happens? Nothing will be happen. So does pass statement is considered by the translator of the programming language?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please remember, guys, comments will be ignored, but not the pass statement. Is the concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So go to the notepad editor. So to perform nothing in C kind of programming language, what we can do, guys? Let us suppose I want to do the same thing in C programming language. So this is the requirement. Okay. So this I have to fulfill with the help of which programming language? C or Python? Hello?
C language.
C language. If it is the case, what we are doing in C programming language? Okay. So I'm writing like this. So what we have to do? So void main, within the main function, we have to write the logic. Okay. So there variables that are needed for the program, right? So here I'm declaring the variables, right? Int a comma b. Then after read the values. Okay. So printf, enter, two numbers. How we are reading? With the help of scanf function. So scanf, what we have to specify? Oh,
Percentile D,
percentile D, and close the double quotes. So after specifying the format specifiers, then ampersand of A, comma, ampersand of B. So after reading the values, what I'm doing, I'm using if else statement, right? If. Anyone tell me the logic? So how we can specify the logic in C? If B is greater than A. Can I specify colon here?
No, sir.
No,
So what we have to do? So in order to perform nothing in C programming language, what we can do? So how the logic can be reprinted? So how this logic can be reprinted in C programming language? What we have to do? Simply here I can, sorry?
We can use break, sir.
See, we can't use break statement.
So
guys.
we can just give condition for A greater than B, no, sir.
See here I can give semicolon. That's it. If this condition is satisfied, nothing is there to execute. Or else here I can write like this. Here I can open the flower base and close the flower base. So what's the meaning of this statement? Nothing is to perform when B is greater than A. Else what it has to do?
Print high CS.
Printf.
Print of high CS.
ICS. Are you understanding? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So either ways you can mention. Either like this you can mention. That means if B is greater than A, so nothing has to be performed. So nothing has to be performed means I can write like this. So open the flower brace and close the flower brace. So logic containing 0 number of statements. Or else simply I can write what? Semicolon here. That's it. If I'm mentioning semicolon here, what happens internally? So if B is greater than A, so if this condition is satisfied, nothing is there to execute. Nothing will be done. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Are you able to follow
Yes,
me
sir.
or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is something about what? Past statement. Then what about go to? So do we have labels in Python programming language? So see here.
No, sir.
Point to be noted, important point. Python does not support labels and go to. Okay. It is a highly structured programming language. It is a structured programming language. So Python is a structured programming language. It is an object-oriented programming language. It is modular programming language. It is a scripting language. So it is having various features of different kinds of programming languages available in the market. So we already discussed about the characteristics of Python in the initial sessions of the Python classes. So do you remember about that? So Python is what? It is a structured programming language. So it is not having the concept of what? Not having the concept of this particular label and go to keyword in Python programming language. Is the point clear?
Yes, sir.
So what about C? Do we have past statement in C?
No, sir.
So do we have past keyword in C programming language?
No, sir.
It is not available. Okay. For example, okay. So I will give one small example. It's not related to unconditional branching statements. It's related to assignment, guys. Suppose here the requirement is like this, guys. So requirement, it is not about the conditional statements or unconditional statements or looping statements. So it's the topic related to assignment of values to the variables, guys. What's the topic, guys? Topic. Hello. Hello. Assignment. Assignment of values to the variables. This is my topic, guys. Okay. Assignment of values to the variables. Now, here I'm having 10, 20. So this 10 and 20 has to be assigned to two different variables. So 10 has to be assigned to one variable, 20 has to be assigned to one variable. It has to be assigned to a variable like X. Okay, so 20 is a value. It has to be assigned to a variable like Y. Are you understanding my requirement? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
So what I am doing, I'm assigning values to the variables. So here I'm having two values. So these two different values has to be assigned to two different variables. So X and Y variables respectively. So when it is C programming language, so what you people are doing? So here I am writing the logic in C programming language. So please understand the code, guys. So in main function, so what we are doing? So while beginning the functionality, you should start with what? Variables
Declaring
or
variables.
constants that are needed for the functionality has to be declared, right? So here I'm taking int a comma b, a comma b. So a is assigned with what? 10. And b is assigned with what? 20. Isn't it? Is it the code or not?
Yes, sir.
Respond, guys. Okay, as I have taken X and Y here, so you can take X and Y. Don't get confused. Okay. Are you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
X equal to 10 and Y equal to 20. This is the logic, guys. Logic. When it is the case of Python, in Python, see the code, how simple it is. So within a single line of code, we can assign multiple number of values to the multiple number of variables at a time. At a time, with a single line of code, we can do that. So I want to assign it to X comma Y. So this is the code, guys. Please remember the syntax. So X equal to X comma Y equal to 10 comma 20. Are you understanding the syntax?
Yes, sir.
So what I have written? X comma Y equal to 10 comma 20. So when this kind of assignment statement is executed in Python, what happens? The first value which is available over the RHS, that will be assigned to the first variable which is available over the LHS part. So 10 will be assigned to X variable. This 20 value will be assigned to Y variable. So are you understanding the simplicity of this particular Python programming language? How simple it is?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Let us suppose if I'm having one more value here. So here I'm having 30. Okay. So this particular 30 has to be assigned to variable like Z. So when it is C programming language, the following syntax has to be followed. Here I have to declare one more variable. So here I have to write what? Z equal to 30. Is it the logic available in C?
Yes, sir.
So can I write this sort of syntax in C? Does it support?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So multiple assignments within the single statement is possible in C?
No, sir.
No, it is not possible. So this kind of syntax is not supported in C programming language. Is it simple or not? Is it making our code simple or not? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Easy to understand or not? Easy to write the
Yes.
code or not?
Yes, sir.
So go to the IDE. Let us check whether it will work or not. Are you seeing that title window?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us consider two variables, guys. Okay. We will read the values of this particular Okay, don't read the values. Okay, let us read the values. Let us write a program for swapping two numbers. Okay. Hello. What's the requirement?
Swapping two numbers.
Swapping of two numbers. Swapping of two numbers is the requirement. Swapping of two numbers is the requirement in our Python. Okay. So you consider you have to write the logic in Python programming language. So I am reading the values, guys. X equal to int of input of. So here I am reading the values, enter a number. Okay. Then read the second value as any two values here. So what we have to specify? Hello. Again, this logic has to be written or not? Copy the code here. Is the code? Are you seeing the interactive window? Are you seeing the code window?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we have to do? So when it is the case of C programming language, there we have seen the logic with the help of three variables or not. A temporary variable is also considered or not?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So by
Yes, sir.
using two variables, we have written the logic. By using three variables, we have written the logic. Okay. So if I am taking with the help of it another variable, that means if I am taking temporary variable here, what I will be doing? Temp will be assigned with what? X. X will be assigned with what? Y.
Y.
And then
Y equal to temp.
Y equal to what? Equal
Temp.
to. So print values of X and Y. X comma Y is written. Okay. So after reading the values into X and Y variables respectively, so display the values of X and Y. Okay. So print X comma Y. So this is a swapping logic or not? As what we have
Yes,
seen in
sir.
C programming language. So I'm doing it with the help of three variables. Okay. Save the logic, guys. Save as. So what it is? Swap. Swap two numbers dot tr by y. Save the logic. Run the program. Are you seeing the shell?
Yes, sir.
So what it is asking for? It is asking for the value 10 and 20. So where is 10 stored into?
X,
X variable. Where is 20 stored into?
Y.
Y variable. See here, 10, 20 are the values initially. So this 10, 20 values are swapped or not?
Yes, sir.
So they are swapped. So by using another variable, we have written the logic, but now we write the logic without using an extra variable. By using those two variables itself, we can write the logic in very simple manner. Okay. So go to the code. So I'm deleting this particular code. X comma Y. X comma Y equal to. Can anyone guess what I can write here? Hello. Y.
Y comma X.
That's it. Okay. So here we can write print before swapping what are the values of X and Y we will display. Okay. So print comma X. Next print Y. Comma Y. Then after swap logic, again you display contents of X and Y. Okay. Are you understanding the logic?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
So what we are doing, we were reading two values from the end user into X and Y variables respectively. After that, so what we are doing, we are guiding the user. Okay. So we are giving a message to the user stating that before swapping. So before swapping, what are the values of X and Y? Okay. So print the content of X and content of Y onto the user screen. Then after we have written the swap logic. So what happens with this statement, guys? It is an assignment statement or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So single statement, what kind of statement? It is an assignment statement. So, but it is doing what? Multiple number of assignments to multiple number of variables at a time. It is a single statement. So what happens here? So the first value, the value called as y is taken, it is assigned to the x variable. So the value which is available in x, so it is assigned to y variable. Okay, so see the logic, guys. Save the logic. Swap to alternate logic. Okay, alternate logic dot py. Then run the program. Are you seeing, Nishal? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what it is asking for? It is asking for the inputs. I am giving 10 and 20. See here. It has shown before swapping, what are the values of x and y? 10 and 20. So after swapping, what are the values of x and y? 20, 10. So are the values swapped?
Swap.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So go to the code window. So here I can mention print, give the message such that you people will not get confused after swap. So I have done modification to the code. So save the logic and run the program. Now it is asking for the values. I'm giving 10 and 20. See here. So 10 and 20 are the values of x and y variables before swapping. So after swap logic executed, what happened here? The values of x and y are interchanged. So 20 and 10. So is it the output which I'm expecting from the program execution?
Yes, sir.
Is the concept clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So do we have this kind of syntax in C programming language?
No, sir.
Please remember, guys. So please try to know about this particular syntax. Okay. So we will see one more thing, one more example. We will check with three variables, whether it is achievable or not. Okay. So go to new file. So are you seeing the title window?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am taking three variables, guys. X, Y, Z equal to 10, 20, 30. Okay. So print of x. I want to display the content of x. Okay. X, x. Print the value of y. Does it works or not? Let's see. Verify. Okay. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
I want to display the content of Z. Okay. Save the code. It's an example for assignment. Okay. Assignment special example.py and run the logic. See here. Are you seeing the output?
Yes, sir.
See the code. So what I have done here, I have taken more than one number of variable at the LHS part. So when it is the concept of C programming language, so can we write this kind of syntax in C or C++ or Java? No, this kind of syntax is not supported. Okay. So at LHS part, so we will be specifying only one variable. At RHS part, you can mention any expression, but this kind of syntax is not supported in C or C++, or Java or C# or VB.NET of programming language. It is a special feature which can be seen in Python programming language.